Just the other day, me and my cousin, actually my godson, we were debating on Facebook. I'm always talking about the shit that's wrong with this country, what pisses me off, what really burns my ass about these leaders, if you want to call them leaders. And one of the subjects we got on was immigration. So, we've gone back and forth, a few different issues, and, I made it clear to him how I felt on the problem with all these illegal aliens we have here. I want him to understand that I'm not a racist. I have nothing against people that want to come to this country, make a better life for themselves. But I do have a problem with people that are sneaking in here illegally. They're living here, they're getting benefits, they're not paying any taxes. I pay a lot of taxes. You look at your check, that big chunk of money that's missing out of your check. The reason why it's high is we have to make up for, these non-tax-paying illegals out of here. Same as your medical insurance, medical bills. All these things, you forget, you think, why is everything so out of balance? And there's other reasons for this as well. I'm not going to get into. But a big part of the reason that some of this shit is happening is you have 11 million illegals here. These people, if they go to the hospital, they get hurt, they get a car accident, or the wife has a baby or babies, okay? For example, to have a baby in this country, of course, an American citizen, native here, who's worked here their whole lives and paid taxes, close to $18,000, okay? So I don't understand, how is it, what is this magic budget that these illegals have that they can work for $8 an hour, still have money to feed themselves, shelter themselves, have babies, pay their medical bills? How are they doing it? How are they doing it? I really want to know this magical secret, this budget they have, because I can't see how they're doing it. And the answer is they're not doing it. They're here, they're not paying taxes, and they're getting assistance. They get things for free. When they go to the hospital, nobody's can turn you down and say, we're not going to deliver your baby. They deliver the baby, and who's paying the bill? You think the hospital is going to keep absorbing the cost of all these medical bills that are unpaid by people who are here illegal who just can't pay them? No. Who's paying that? We're paying it. We're paying it. Yeah. When you go to the hospital and you get 5 stitches and a fucking Band-Aid, you come out with a $5,000 bill. So, basically, we went back and forth a little bit, and, he brought up the point that Obama, he's trying his hardest. He's on the record showing that he has deported 2.5 million illegals. So that to me, once I hear that, I'm second-guessing myself. I said, maybe Obama's not such a bad guy. He's looking out for our best interest. All right, let's figure this out. So he doesn't want to fix the border, okay? Border's wide open, but yet he's going to spend the money on border control, all the processing for rounding up these illegals, deporting them, and then they come back in again. Okay, so to me, he ain't doing shit. It don't matter how many, he can deport 5 million. It don't matter if they're going to just come back in again. So, after explaining this, how I felt, I think my cousin kind of got it. And he's a smart kid, or he's a smart young guy. And, it got me thinking, just how these politicians work, how they use numbers and statistics to manipulate the truth. And they have mastered this craft throughout the years. I've seen and heard enough of their bullshit for the past 20 years that I've been paying attention to these lying bastards, that they know how to manipulate the numbers. So I figured I would come up with like a little story, maybe, just because some people you can explain this to, and for whatever reason I still cannot figure out the reason. You can't get them to see it. You just can't. No matter how hard you try, they won't see it. So sometimes, and I know with myself this works, you may not get something when it's explained to you one way, but sometimes you explain it to it in a different way, and then you can relate. So I figured I'd come up with a little story to help you people understand what's going on. Alright? Here's the story. We're going to go for a trip back. We're going to go way back to frontier time. Okay? So you picture this. You got your dog sleeping in the grass. You're in the barn milking the fucking cow. Your wife's sitting on the porch. She's knitting a quilt. Life is fucking beautiful. You're milking, and then your wife goes, "Honey, I asked you for that water for the tub. I want to take a bath." "Alright, I'll get the fucking water." So you go get the water. You go get the pail. I gotta get a fucking pail so I can get the water so she can take the bath. So I get the pail, and I walk down to the stream, and I fill it with water. I bring it up 40 yards to the tub. I dump it in the tub, and there's no fucking water. I look in the pail, and there's a big hole in the bottom of the pail. Big hole. Big enough that you can stick your schwanz in it, okay? So, now, I keep making trips back and forth, back and forth. After 2 hours goes by, your wife's like, "I came up to the tub, there's no water in it. What are you doing?" So, there's a hole in the pail. There's a fucking hole in the pail. We only got one pail. It's a bad economy. We got one pail. It's got a hole in it. So, the moral of the story is, in order for your pail to hold water, you need to fix the fucking hole in the pail. Okay? So, in case you haven't caught the analogy yet, point that I'm trying to make, the pail is Mexico. Okay? The big hole in the pail, you can stick your schwanz in, that's the broken border or open borders that they're pouring in through. Okay? The water that you're getting for the pail, those are the illegal immigrants. Are you starting to see the picture now? The dumb cow milking stunad fuck is your president. He keeps putting his 2.5 million illegals in the pail with the hole in it, and he's wondering why we're not fixing any immigration problems. Huh. Go figure. Okay? Making any sense? Getting through to anybody yet? Moral of the story, fix your fucking pail before you put water in it. And President Obama, fix the fucking border before you start deporting people back and forth, wasting more taxpayer dollar on border control, processing. No wonder why your debt that you have grown since you were sitting in that seat has been more than any president in history. Wakey wakey!